What's good, Overtime Podcast listeners? Welcome Spotify, welcome Twitch, welcome YouTube. Gotta welcome everybody in. You see our third's not here right now. I don't know if he'll be here or not. 6 o'clock on the dot. I wanted to try to start these things, so we're trying to get back into the schedule. We don't have much NHL today, I don't think.
I just have the games for tonight, which is only, I think, 5 games, so we can sort of take our time.
We're kind of slacking on the NHL, but that's okay because we got prime time games on NFL right now.
I was gonna say.
It's getting down to the nitty gritty where games are going to be more important, and they're getting very, very, very important.
Yeah. What week are we on? 12. How many weeks are in the regular season?
18.
Okay.
So we're there. So it's time to really start cracking down on some NFL news and ideas. I don't really have too much CDL news. I really don't think I have any.
I was gonna say
the only CDL news I really have is the maps that dropped. This year's map set looks kind of shitty, I'm not gonna lie. The one map that people actually liked, Vorkuta, which I actually liked, I actually thought was a great map. It's not in the CDL, and it kind of pissed some people off, I noticed. There's a few maps in there like Skyline and Volt. I don't actually mind Volt. A lot of people might, but I don't mind it. But other than that, there's not much to say about the esports.
Well, that's not. I don't know if I necessarily have any new, like, any NFL news or any sports news. I did see today that I guess, what team was it? Someone was eyeing up, the Cowboys! No, it wasn't the Cowboys. Maybe it was. Something about Jerry Jones was looking at Bill Belichick to come coach.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think it is either, but I'm pretty sure that's what I saw.
The only news that I've seen is, and this goes with injuries as well, is speaking of the Cowboys, their safety Bell is out for the remainder of the season. And this is fucking mind blowing to me. The Jets. So I said this earlier in the week to my buddy. The Jets fired Robert Saleh only to go 1-6 now.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Without Robert Saleh, okay? Yeah, they won one game by fluke, I think. But they lost. And now they fired their GM. And what the best part about all that is the owner suggesting to bench Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my god.
I'm thinking to myself, you're going to go through all this trouble to fire 2 people and it's a quarterback the entire time. The quarterback sucks.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, you suck.
Yeah. What did I say?
So
it's like,
really, what the problem really was is they should have kept Robert Saleh. The defense was doing good until Robert Saleh left.
Yeah.
And then now you're going to bring in fucking, I don't know. I just find that hilarious.
Yeah.
What was you going to say?
I was going to say, again, Aaron Rodgers, his career right now is like one of those movies where it's really, really freaking good and you're invested and then the ending sucks. and that's the only thing you care about is the ending. So
again, we got some other news. We got Daniel Jones. He's being benched for this week.
I did see that.
Old Lord Farquaad's being benched. I agree to that, but I also, and Giants fan around the world is gonna hate me to say this, but like, why would you spend all that money on a fucking quarterback instead of? Listen, he's not your main issue, and as much as I want to say Daniel Jones sucks, I'm not actually going to say that. I think Daniel Jones could be good if he had some work. But the real problem he has is he has no offensive line. He has no offensive line to go off of. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, look at Barkley. I'm just going to use Barkley as an instance now. Okay, Barkley wasn't putting up these numbers with the Giants. And part of the reason that is because of his offensive line.
Right.
Look at where he's at now.
You're only as good as your team.
Exactly. Statistically, the Eagles has one of the best offensive lines in the game. And again, look at Barkley. Barkley is going off this year. Why didn't he do that with the Giants? Because he doesn't have a line. When you have a line that can block, you have a line that you can run behind, you have a line that you can pass behind. So I feel like it's not all Daniel Jones. I'm not saying that he's great by any means, but when a guy can't even throw the ball and being pressured like some of the Browns players, I mean, you can't win a football game.
Right. I have some, I don't know if it's necessarily news. Can we talk about the Bills?
Right now, I think Josh Allen is to be in the MVP talk more than what he has been.
I don't disagree.
Like, Goff is putting up some numbers. I'm not gonna deny his numbers, but so is Allen.
Yeah.
And I knew his stats right off the fucking bat. I'm pretty sure my buddy Trevor was pretty shocked. I knew his numbers: 18 touchdowns, five interceptions. I knew that right off the bat because I knew he hasn't thrown a lot of interceptions. But I just been keeping tabs on my man Josh Allen because a lot of people don't like him. And again, I'm one of them guys that do like him. So I think he needs to be in the talk a lot more.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Miami Dolphins class of 92 is still the only undefeated. So hats off to the Bills for well, they didn't destroy the Chiefs, but they destroyed their undefeated season, So,
I know this ain't much news, but since we don't have a long WWE segment or NHL segment, we gotta talk about two things. I want to talk about the Lions and the Cowboys. I'm going to start off with the Lions. So, a lot of people been saying, how good the Steelers are and stuff. I'll have to sit there. There's our man. I'll have to say that the Steelers are doing good this year.
Yeah, I was going to say.
They're doing damn good. I'm just going to straight up say it.
I'm doing good.
The problem with that, I should say, not really a problem, but I'm not okay. Everyone knows I'm not a big Russell Wilson fan. Okay, they just won the game without any touchdowns.
Yeah.
The only touchdown they came close to was Russell Wilson throwing a pick.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying Russ is a bad quarterback. So before that gets
skewed
out of my mouth, yeah, he's a good quarterback.
You're just not a fan of him.
I'm just not a fan of him.
That's fair.
And the reason he's doing good is the same reason the Lions are doing good. It's the running game. Najee Harris going off. You got David Montgomery on the Lions going off. Well, when you can't power the run, you do the speed run. You bring in Jalen Warden, and then you bring Gibbs in from Detroit Lions. The only difference is the Detroit Lions can close out a game.
Yeah.
Because they can score touchdowns.
Yeah.
So, really right now is you have a Lions on the Steelers, and you have, obviously, Detroit Lions on the NFC side. If they had a better quarterback, if Pittsburgh had a better quarterback like Goff is, he just threw another perfect game. If you have that style of a quarterback on your team, there would be no question about it right now
Yeah.
that you are in Super Bowl contention.
Yeah.
The Lions right now is just top dog. They're just dogging on people, dude. They're not winning by like 1 or 2 touchdowns. I mean, they're steamrolling these teams. I know they beat the Lions, what? Or Packers, I know this was last week, but they just steamrolled them.
Who? Wait,
was
who?
the score? The Lions beat the...
You mean the Lions, the Jags?
Not this week.
Oh.
The Texans. They beat the Texans last week. The Texans is a damn good team. So they only beat them they beat them by 3 points. That doesn't really matter, but I was trying to find the game where they beat the fucking Packers. I don't even remember what. I think that was a couple weeks ago, actually, now that I think about it. I could be wrong. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is they're not winning by just a few points. It's very rare you see them winning by just, again, like last week, 3 points. This week, yeah. This week they did pretty good, I think. You know, only winning by 46 points. Or 47. Whatever the score was. 52-6. Like, Jesus Christ. Listen, I know it was the Jags, but it's still an NFL team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's still an NFL team. There they are. They beat Green Bay by 10 points. And Green Bay's a high-scoring offense, so to beat them outside, they were outside for that game. To beat them that much, I think is pretty impressive. And then I want to talk about the Cowboys. You know, I was watching the Monday night game, and everyone knows I hate the Cowboys. Fuck them boys, Marcus. Fuck them boys. I'll say it every fucking week. But, you know, now that I'm saying that every week, you know, I'm starting to feel fucking sorry for you guys.
Hey, I saw something today that said the only rivalry in AT&T Stadium right now is Jerry Jones versus the Sun.
Like, I'm dead serious. Like, I was laughing that entire game that you guys were getting their ass kicked, but then I got to thinking, not only are you 0-5 at home, your fucking stadium is falling apart. The entire, like, who cursed the Dallas Cowboys? Who cursed you guys? Because, again, you're getting your ass beat. We're not talking by a few points at home, dude. I've seen you get blown out of your house more times this year than I can't even fucking tell you. Yeah, I can't even come up with a comparison because you guys just been blown out that fucking bad. You've been blown out more than a whore, okay? Like, Jesus Christ. Let me just go through the scores from home. I got to. I just have to. Okay, you lost 44-19 at home. And then you lost 47-9 at home. You lost 34-6 at home. And then back-to-back games here, Philadelphia and Houston, 34-10. Bro, nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see you getting fucking... I mean, I don't mind you getting demolished.
Right.
Oh, then you lose the... I mean, I know it wasn't it was a closer game, but you lost to Baltimore at home, 28-25. At least that was a little close for your fans. But, like, dude, who cursed the fucking Dallas Cowboys? You're on paper. First off, I don't even want to hear about this contract shit that it took so long because Dak was at practice. Yeah, he was practicing before his contract was signed. I know
Right.
it was signed. I know it was signed literally the day of his first game. I don't care about that. I don't. Okay, everyone was doing their part. So my thing is, you should have fucking put that money and got a running back. But I think even if Derrick Henry is on the Dallas Cowboys, they're not doing that good. Their defense fucking sucks. Dude, you're getting blown out. You can't score a touchdown, and you're getting blown out. I mean, there's no fucking, I don't know. I think it's time to find a new coach. In my personal opinion. Just like San Francisco needs to find a new coach. If you can't close the games out, you need a fucking coach. I don't know how many fucking blown leads he's had. I'm done with the bullshit. I liked Shanahan's play calls last year. This year they look like dog shit.
Right.
Okay. I said the same exact thing about fucking Mike McDaniels' offense this year for the Dolphins. They just look dog shit. Okay? Absolute fodder, fucking trash, dude. But the other thing I have to think of is all these games, if they could have closed it out, if they had key drive, if they could have stopped one key drive on each of these teams that they lost by less than a touchdown by, they'd be 8-2 right now. And I'm taking that right off of Bill Belichick's plate because that's what he said.
Yeah.
If they would have closed them drives out the way I'm on the 49ers now. If they would have closed them drives out, they'd be 8-2 right now and not 5-5. But they can't. I don't know what the fuck happened from last year to this year. Maybe the Chiefs break us. Just like we broke the fucking Philadelphia Eagles last year. Maybe the Chiefs is our fucking kryptonite. But, alright. Whatever's on the agenda next. I'm done ranting.
Yeah, guess we can talk about last week's games. Wait until you hear how we fared from our picks last week. First game was Commanders at Eagles. We both picked the Commanders.
Well, yeah. I mean, I should have looked at where it was. It wasn't the Eagles. They do very well at home, unlike the Cowboys. It was a close game, though. I mean, I am not going to knock the Commanders. They're probably going to do what every good team does is they start out hot, and now they're starting to die. They need to win next week, though.
Yeah. Ravens at Steelers, which we both had the Ravens winning that one.
And like I said before, any divisional game, it's up in the air.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wasn't surprised that the Steelers won that by any means, so.
this is the 8 out of 9 now that the Steelers has won.
Yes.
Last 9 games.
Yep.
So, I think the next time I see the Ravens versus Steelers, I'm going to have to pick the Steelers this time because Lamar Jackson just plays like utter dog shit when he plays the Steelers. And look at if you don't believe me, look at the games. I mean, he plays like shit. So.
Next was Rams at Patriots, which, you had the Patriots winning. You were pretty confident in that, but the Rams won, and that's who I had, so.
That's who I had. Yeah, they only won by 4, so.
Well, so it was a close game. Colts at Jets, we both had the Colts winning, because Aaron Rodgers sucks.
And it was damn close. It was a 1-point game, but a win's a win.
Yep, a win is a win. Next one was Raiders at Dolphins, which I had the Raiders winning and you had the Dolphins. So you had that one in the bag.
You just gotta look at home field sometimes.
I know. Packers at Bears, we both had the Packers.
Packers own the fucking Bears, so they're winning that every time.
Yeah, I figured. Browns at Saints, we both had the Saints.
It started off kind of rough.
Vikings at Titans, we both had the Vikings. Closest game of the week was Jags at Lions.
Yeah, that was pretty close. 52-6.
Oh
I was surprised the Jags got sick.
my god. Next game was, well, technically it was Seahawks at Niners, but we don't do those, so.
Fucking Seahawks. Fuck Geno Smith. He beat us one time. Let's just throw it in our face.
Falcons at Broncos, which we both had the Falcons winning that one.
Yeah, I'm hopping off this Falcons train. I was on it for a while, and now I see Kirk Cousins just slowly starting to die.
It's declining, yeah.
I'm hopping off the Falcons bird, and I'm hopping on the Broncos train.
Yeah, I don't blame you. The next game, which was the only game that mattered the whole week, was the Chiefs at Bills. And we were both very confident in the Bills this week, and it paid off, so. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Bengals at Chargers. We both had the Bengals winning, and they
Bangled.
The Bengals. And then, last but certainly not least, the Texans at Cowboys, and the Texans definitely won that one. You know
It's a showdown.
You know who won that game? All of us.
All of America won that game.
So,
fuck them boys.
I don't know if you noticed, but other than the two that we both picked opposite of each other, we both were 8-5 this week on our picks. So, woohoo!
You don't happen to have our overall record, do you?
No, not here. Hold on, I forgot to do something.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
I forgot to start it off with that. So I figured I ask you how many weeks there were in the regular season. Because I figured since we didn't have a lot to talk about hockey and WWE wise, I have your division picks in my hand. And we're gonna sit here and roast you. You have the Jets, the Jets winning.
Well, on one of them I had the Jets. I also have the Dolphins winning in a different one.
Who's currently in the lead in that division?
Not the Jets.
Yeah, definitely not the Jets. So, would you...
Currently leading that division right now would be the Buffalo Bills. But, in my defense...
Okay.
Buffalo Bills was... I never thought Stephon Diggs leaving was going to be that great.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a downfall.
Nope.
But the more that you think about it, and I did not know this. I'm going to be straightforward. I didn't know this. Tom Brady actually is the one who said this. And if you're going to go off of anything a quarterback has to say, if you're not going to listen to Tom Brady, just quit. Whatever Tom Brady says, just do it. Okay? He's the definition of Nike's checkmark. Just do it. He tells you to throw the ball to this guy, just throw it to that guy.
Just do it.
Okay? But anyway, he said not having a star wide receiver on your team actually opens up more wide receivers. And I got to thinking, what the fuck does he mean? And he goes on to say, let me put it this way. If I didn't have a Mike Evans on the Buccaneers, because I think it was during a Buccaneers actual game. He says, if I don't have a Mike Evans to throw to that game, he says, let's say Mike Evans is out. He says, I don't have to worry about getting him the ball. He says, as a quarterback, you have to get your star wide receiver. You got to keep him happy.
He can just throw the ball.
He can just throw the ball.
He can just throw the ball. Yeah, okay. I see his logic.
And I'm like, wait a minute.
I see his logic.
So that's why, in my personal opinion, Josh Allen, and this is why I didn't pick them winning. He didn't have Gabe Davis this year or Stephon Diggs. Those are his two wide receivers.
He can just look down.
Look at what he's doing.
He can just look down the field and see someone open and not worry about the number on their jersey. And he can just throw it.
I apologize because I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah,
And I mean, I'm not saying the Bills don't have a good wide receiver lineup behind them, but I mean, you
Yeah.
look at Gabe Davis and you look at Stephon. You have to get them the ball, or they're going to get mad. They're going to throw a fit. They're going to pout.
I can see. I see the
So-
logic.
So
Whereas,
now that he can actually open the field, you're right. He has less to worry about. He has less stress, so he can throw the ball to wherever the fuck he wants to.
a non-star wide receiver's just going to be happy he was thrown the ball. Like,
Exactly. And, I mean, look at what they're doing.
I like it. You have currently Baltimore in the AFC North, which I don't think that's necessarily a bad choice still. So,
Yeah, it ain't over. I mean, hell,
Yeah.
Cincinnati could go on a run and win this division yet. That's how close that division is.
right.
You got Steelers at 8-2, Baltimore at 7-4, Cincinnati at 4-7. Let's just say Baltimore and Steelers go in a slump, and Joe Burrow actually showed. Well, Joe
Sure.
Burrow is showing up. Joe Burrow.
Finally.
No. Joe Burrow should actually, right now, statistically, he should be MVP.
Right.
Joe Burrow is doing absolutely phenomenal this year.
His
but
team's just
his
not
defense-
doing.
His defense sucks. How can you throw five? Okay, let me just ask you this: how can you throw 5 touchdowns in a game and still lose?
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I will say. If someone said, "Hey, this team threw 5 touchdowns," I'm going to assume they won because, goddamn. So,
That's what I'm saying. How can you throw 5 touchdowns in a game and
yeah,
still lose?
that's pretty bad. That you're right.
Joe Burrow right now, let me just go through his stats, has 3,028 yards, 27 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions.
Wow.
So you tell me how they're fucking losing.
Wow.
If their defense steps the fuck up, that team's going in the Super Bowl. Dude, he's 3,000 fucking yards. He's on pace to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, that is pretty impressive stuff.
27 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Yeah, that's yeah.
But he's not in the MVP talk because his team's 4-7, which
Yeah.
I think's bullshit. His most valuable player.
Not most valuable team. That would be the Super Bowl winner. You still have Houston winning AFC South, which I think they're still doing all right.
They're
So-
7-4. They're leading their division.
So that one that was a good pick. You weren't wrong about that one. And then of course you have the Chiefs in AFC West, which of course we know what their record's like. So
Bag fucks.
you have Philly in NFC East.
That's doing really good. I didn't realize how good they're actually doing this year. They're 8-2.
Oh, they're not doing bad at all then. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. You have the Lion. Oh,
With that division, though, I didn't expect Washington to be as good. I mean, nobody expected Washington.
no, I don't.
Because I was under the impression I was either picking the Eagles or the Cowboys, and I just went with the Eagles because they got Barkley. That's literally
That's
my sole
fair.
reason I went with.
That's fair. Well, they're still doing good though, so I mean, it's not like it was a bad choice. You have the Lions NFC North, which I think that's still a good pick. So I can't really.
And I mean, it's a good pick, but it doesn't take much because Minnesota's right behind them.
I was
8-2.
gonna say I feel like the Vikings are right there though, so I can't.
I mean, even Green Bay
Isn't doing.
they're 7-3, so they're only 3 losses. But if anything, that one's going to come down to the divisional record, I'd say. So as long as Detroit wipes across the board with the division, they'll be all right.
Yeah. You have the Falcons NFC South. How do you feel about that one?
They better start winning. Right now they're leading their division though. 4-1.
Okay, so
Again, if they tie at the end of the year, it comes down to the divisional records.
Right.
Okay. How many times did Atlanta beat Tampa Bay? They beat them twice, I think, already. So if Atlanta and Tampa Bay tie their records, Atlanta wins the division.
right.
But if Saints ain't too far behind either.
And I have a feeling I know what you're going to say about this one. Yeah, the 49ers in NFC West.
It ain't over till it's over, baby.
I know. Something could happen, I know.
Oh, anything can happen. Let's say, in theory, next week, if Rams, Seahawks, 49ers win and Arizona loses, that entire fucking division is tied again.
Oh. See,
That's how close that is.
I meant to do this divisional stuff halfway through, and I forgot until today, and I was like, oh, we can still talk about it. All right, well,
Yeah. Like I said, so NFC West, you got 6-4, 5-5, 5-5, 5-5. That's how close their division is right now. More or less, that division fucking sucks.
Right.
The strongest division right now is the North. And I'm sorry to say, but I don't see anyone beating. Lions get to the playoffs and they get first. They get
Yeah.
home field advantage. I don't see them.
Yeah. I see. I can.
I'm gonna call it now. Buffalo Bills get home field advantage for the playoffs. They're going to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, okay, just hear me out. Let's podcast talk right now. So, for those of you who don't know, we live a little bit south of Pittsburgh. They're calling for snow Thursday night. Okay.
Oh,
Now,
I see where you're going with this.
they're calling for snow Thursday night into Sunday morning-ish. Okay, so we're supposed to get 6 to 12 inches, right? Something like that. But here's the kicker. Next Wednesday, it's supposed to snow from Wednesday to Saturday. Buffalo is way up north. And I'm gonna tell you right fucking now.
They get some snow up there.
If we're getting snow already, I mean, I don't want to say early in the year. This is typical snow weather for us right now. It's just the last couple of years, global warming kicked in and decided it's not going to snow like it has been, or should be. So, if the Buffalo Bills get home field advantage, good luck. Houston ain't beating them. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yeah.
If Houston beats them in the snow, I'll be fucking shocked.
They deserve to go.
All I gotta say is this: I'm still predicting a fucking Houston Lions Super Bowl just because I think that'd be an awesome Super Bowl. I have faith in my team. I hope that my team goes, but if my team doesn't, Houston Lions, what I want to see. But when it comes to this year, I'm not putting money on anything no more. Because this year has been the most fucked up football I've ever seen in my entire life. So when it comes to the playoffs, I'm going to be glued to that TV screen because it's literally any given Sunday.
Yeah.
Because damn, these games has been wild this year.
Yeah, they've been all over the place.
It's 100% worth all $100 of my money going to Red Zone this season.
Yeah.
It has been a fucking banger after banger after banger. Okay? So, that's all I gotta say. I'm just super excited for the fucking playoffs because it's gonna be
they're coming up month and a half.
All I know is this. If the Cowboys don't get in, awesome. If the Chiefs go in the first round, dope. And if the Steelers go in the first round, fucking dope. Because then all the other teams, I'm going to be like, yeah, let's fucking win it.
I don't know a whole lot about football, but I don't think the Cowboys are going.
You never know. All they have to do. So how this works is you got the first seed in all of the conference. So right now, playoff picture. Actually, let me just pull it up. Because you can just do this right now. You just type in playoff picture.
And it kind of shows you right now if they went to playoffs, what would happen.
Yes, it will show exactly what teams are in the playoffs and who's on the bubble. The playoff pictures right now, you have first seed Lions, second seed Eagles, third seed Cardinals, fourth seed Falcons, fifth seed Vikings, and the sixth seed Packers, and the seventh Commanders.
Okay.
On the bubble, the Cowboys are still in the bubble. They're not eliminated. No team has actually right now been eliminated. There's no way a team could actually be eliminated. But the Cowboys is 15th seed out of 16. So it's not looking very good. But how it works is usually it's the the best record in the conference, which again right now would be the Lions and the Chiefs. And then it goes first in each division. So then you would go Minnesota for NFC North, since the Lions would have first seed overall. You go Vikings go, Philadelphia goes, Falcons go, Arizona goes. So like I said, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. But that's why the Vikings would get 5th seed, because they're not first in their division, if that makes sense. With obviously that record, if they didn't have an 8-2 record, they might not even be 5th seed.
All right, well.
Damn, I'm not liking these playoff looks.
Uh,
Actually, I am. Just 2 teams are in it. I don't like Steelers and the Chiefs and the Cardinals. The rest of them, I don't give a fuck about. The Chiefs, Steelers, and the Cardinals wasn't in this right now. I'd be all right with the way they look.
right.
Jets is 11th seed. But all right.
I guess the next thing on the agenda is this coming week's stuff.
Far away, baby.
I have my picks here. Let's see. As a preface, I didn't think this week's games were hard to predict. There were a few that I was like, eh. But overall, I did my picks pretty quickly. So, first game is Steelers at Browns.
I hope I'm wrong with this pick. I'm picking the Steelers, but I just hope the Browns come out. This is, like I said, this is the year. We're getting down to the nitty gritty where I need teams to start winning and pulling some fucking upsets. It's a divisional game. Let's go Browns! But the Steelers are winning this.
I also have the Steelers winning that.
But again, I'm not shocked. I won't be shocked if the Browns win.
No,
I won't be.
This will be the week that I don't pick the Browns. Titans at Texans. I think we both know who each other picked on that one.
Who?
Titans at Texans.
Again, this is a divisional game. Anything can go, but I'm going Texans.
Yep, that's who I picked. Vikings at Bears.
The Vikings at Bears.
Yes.
Alex, this is another divisional game.
I know, but it still seemed, I mean, this is one of those weeks that I'll be pleasantly surprised with my picks.
Okay, we're in Soldier Field. We're not in a dome now. Home field advantage got a lot, and it's going to be in Soldier Field, Illinois. I mean, it's going to be in Chicago. It could be cold as fuck. I don't know how Sam Darnold likes the cold, but I am going to go with the Vikings. It's not an easy pick. It's easier than some of these picks.
Yeah, that's for sure. Cowboys at Commanders.
Commanders, I'm not even...
Yeah, we don't even have to...
It's going to be cold this weekend, baby. It's going to be cold.
That's kind of what I figured. And it's the Cowboys, so...
There is not a lot of hot games this week. Holy shit.
Yeah, I noticed that. I did notice that. Patriots at Dolphins.
That's the only hot game we have. It's 77 degrees.
Yep.
Damn, that's a good fucking...
This was one of the ones that I looked at and I was like,
I'm gonna go Dolphins again this week.
That's who I picked. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. And as much as I hate picking the Chiefs, they are playing the Panthers. So if the Panthers win this, I'll eat my sock because
you know what?
Oh boy.
Maybe the Bills broke the Chiefs.
I mean, it is possible. I'm not saying.
I'm going Panthers, baby.
Oh my fucking Christ. I can't with you.
Fuck them Chiefs.
I can't. Well, I have the Chiefs winning, so that'll be. So far, that's the only one we voted different on.
Oh, you want me to vote with you? Is that what it is?
No.
You're trying to get me to. You're trying
No.
to see if you can line your guess
Well,
up with mine.
Kind of.
Okay, my brain says Chiefs though, but my heart's going the Panthers. Fuck them.
Whatever. Hey, whatever. That'll be a game that
Panthers for the comeback, baby.
if the Panthers win that, I'll. Oh my god.
I'm gonna lose my ass off, dude. I don't know if hey, if I bet this week, I'm not betting on the Panthers. I'm straight up telling you that. Okay, a disclaimer right now. Okay, if I pick the Panthers to win, but I'm not betting on them motherfuckers. Just a heads up.
Next game is this was another one that I sort of had to think about because of home field. Bucks at Giants.
I don't have to think about that one. Bucks are winning.
Okay, that's who I have. That is who I have, but I did have to think about it for a minute.
Mayfield Magic, baby. Daniel Jones.
Yeah, that's true. Lions at Colts.
Lions.
That's who I have.
They're not even. That's not even a trip for them. That's just literally a fucking.
I know, hop, skip, and a jump, isn't it?
And they're in a dome.
Yeah. So. This was another one that I kind of had to think about. Broncos at Raiders.
I'm hopping on the fucking Bronco, man. I'm telling you.
I have the
Nix.
I have the Raiders.
Bo Nixon, baby.
I had the Raiders. Again, that was one that I was like, ooh, I probably should pick the Broncos. And I said, no, I'm going to pick the Raiders.
You can't pick the Raiders when you're going against the old motherfucking...
I have a feeling I know who you're going to pick for the next one and why you're going to pick who you pick for the next one. Cardinals at Seahawks. If you pick different from me, I'm going to explain why you pick different from me. Yeah.
It's gonna end up in a fucking tie. That's what it needs to end up in. I'm gonna go Seahawks.
Okay, I know why you picked the Seahawks. It's so the Cardinals don't... It kind of knocks them down a little bit.
Yeah, and it's at Seahawks.
Yeah, I picked the Cardinals winning that, sorry.
Well, you need to root against them.
Well...
Oh, and the other reason why I picked the Broncos over the Raiders is because that is a divisional game. You guys
that's fair.
Gotta think.
Well, now, I did think about that, and I was like, yeah, but the fucking Cardinals aren't doing too bad this year, so...
I meant the Broncos.
Broncos, sorry.
Obviously, the Cardinals and Seahawks is divisional. That's why I want them to end in a tie, but...
Oh, then it's a 49ers game, which we're just going to skip over.
Yeah, we need the Seahawks to win that.
Oh, well, I have the Cardinals winning, sorry.
They're 2-0 in the division, Cardinals is. They need to fucking lose.
Well,
I just looked at the standing again.
If I get that one wrong, that's fine. Eagles at Rams. I had to think about this one a little bit, too.
I mean, I don't gotta think about it, but I need to... As much as I need the Rams to lose, I need the Eagles to lose.
I feel that.
You gotta go, okay, so football logic, if you're an actual football fan, what you gotta do is, if your team's not doing so good, you gotta start rooting for some other teams. So, like, right now, you got the Lions at 9-1, okay? Well, they're one loss away to being tied with the Eagles and the Vikings. We don't want that. We want the Lions to be first seed. Because we're out of first seed. The 49ers is not getting first seed. I can straight up tell you that right now. They're not getting first seed. It'd be a miracle if they get first seed. So, we need the Vikings to lose, and we need the Eagles to lose. and the Lions keep winning to get first seed. So I am picking Eagles for this one.
I also have the Eagles winning.
I mean, it's just again another game that should end in a fucking tie. Oh my God! Monday night.
Ravens at Chargers.
Banger after banger after banger. Brother versus brother.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Oh man, I'm so pumped. I don't even know. I don't even know who to pick. I want to go with the Chargers because I love him more. I love the coach more than. Dude, listen, any coach that comes up and pumps his fucking quarterback up, that's the coach you want. He bases his shit around his fucking quarterback. Oh man. Fuck it. I'm going Chargers.
I'm going Ravens.
Fuck them Ravens. Let's go Chargers. Fuck them Ravens. Let's go Chargers.
Well, that's our little list then. We didn't really go over injuries, but I don't really know if there were any injuries that were. I don't remember hearing about anybody getting carted off or.
Like I said, the only one that I had was the one that was out for the season. What's his name? Bell from the Cowboys. The safety.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, and fucking Butker or whatever his fucking name is.
Harrison Butker.
Yes. Yes.
What's wrong with him?
Shit. Something with his knee, I thought.
Ripped his puss.
Yeah, probably did. Let me see. Harrison.
The only thing I'm gonna continue on with the Monday night because that is a prime time game.
Oh,
The only thing with the Ravens and the
yeah.
Chargers, hopefully the Chargers can stop Derrick Henry.
He has to have meniscus surgery.
Ooh, so he ripped his puss open.
Yes.
That ain't no good.
Yeah. They said it's on his non-kicking leg though, so they're hoping that it doesn't, I guess, affect him as much. I don't know.
I like talking about the coaches going against each other, the brothers.
Yeah.
Because one's name is Jim and one's named John, so it's Jimmy John.
Jimmy John. Oh my god. Maybe their mom craved Jimmy John's when she was pregnant with them. Not that Jimmy John's was probably around at the time. But...
She had a Jimmy John, didn't she? What the hell? Yeah, she had an old Jimmy John.
What did that say motion detected at?
The high bar.
Oh, okay.
Is it fucking snowing?
Just says it's raining.
Well, the headlights in front of that looked way different than what it looked like. Trevor did text me, said his dad said there's snow at Sidling Hill.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Speaking of Trevor, he is a Chargers fan, so I am going for the Chargers. And it ain't because Trevor.
Well, no, this says at 9 p.m. we could have a little bit of a mix.
Listen, I'm going to give you a little bit of history of why I like the Chargers. And it simply goes LT and AC. LT and AC. You know what that means?
Is it?
LaDainian fucking Tomlinson, one of the greatest running backs of all time, and Antonio Cromartie.
Oh, I didn't know either of those names, so...
Legends. Antonio Cromartie has, I don't know if it was the first one, but he had a 109-yard kickoff return. Like, bro, what the fuck? That's the longest play you can have. Just a heads up. You can't get 110, you'll be out of bounds. 109 is the largest run back you can have. There's only been a handful of those. Not even.
Well, I guess we can start talking about hockey for tonight.
Hockey.
Hockey.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna open the floor to Ethan if there's any games he wants to talk about from last week.
Be
That
quiet,
would
doggy.
required me watching the games. I've been terrible about that.
Oh well, that's all
We
right.
all have been. If I'm gonna be honest,
Once-
if you've been bad, I've been horrible then.
Once BO6 came out, it was all over, man.
Yeah, that seems to be the consensus.
All
Like
right,
I
let's
have
see.
them up, but I don't like pay attention to them.
The
I just watch
Jets
the
are finally
highlights.
losing games. They're 15-3 now.
Ooh.
They lost 3 of their last 3 games.
You know, you almost had to figure that was coming. I mean, it's a long ass
I
season.
saw it coming. Like they're gonna crash hard here soon. I mean, they could still do good, make the playoffs, but
Right.
Oh yeah.
They could
easily,
just be having a
easily.
slump.
yeah, you want to talk about a slump? Let's talk about the Pens.
I knew that's who you were gonna bring up.
You want to talk about some games? All right, let me tell you about some games.
Yeah, the Capitals beat my team fucking horribly. I do know that.
Oh yeah, they did.
I don't even
They
remember the score.
annihilated them.
I don't even remember
Ooh.
the score. I just seen it was 3-0 when I looked at it. I was like, yeah, this is over. I think it was
So-
3-0.
So, for example, yesterday I get on. I'm like, oh yeah, the Pens are playing. Let me see what the score is.
Oh God.
You know, you can get on and look. Oh, it's 2-0 right now. End of the second. Yeah, they got this. Well, I got
Yeah.
into work this morning and on the radio they said, "Oh, the Pens fell to the Tampa Bay Lightning 3-2 during overtime." I'm like,
I could just see Ethan staring at the radio like
There's
No, I'm not
nothing
even-
more heartbreaking than that, though. You know.
I'm not even surprised anymore because they've done that for the last like 4 games.
yeah.
So I'm just like, whatever.
It is what it is, right?
It is what it is at this point. I mean, they're not getting any better, so
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I thought that was funny.
I could just see Ethan, both hands on the steering wheel, just go.
That was at work. Like,
Stands up, hits his head off the fucking windshield.
Yeah,
like,
seriously.
in other news, the Boston Bruins, they fired their head coach.
Aw, shit.
Ooh. Shit's going down, huh?
Yeah, I guess they
Shit
weren't
is going down.
So, we'll see if that pays off for them or not. Because sometimes getting rid of your head coach and getting a new one can be a good thing.
Yeah,
It
you're
happened-
right. You're right.
it happened to Ben Sullivan.
Unless Baron Dodgers is on your team.
Yes, unless you're the New York Jets from the NFL.
The fact that you
only-
say the Jets in the NFL because there's the Jets
Yeah.
in the NHL.
Because the fact is, again, they fired their head coach, went 1-6. Now they fired their GM, and their owner says, "Hey, let's bench the star quarterback." Like,
Can someone please tell me? Yeah, you'll be using that here in a second. Can someone please tell me why New York has 2 teams called the Jets?
Why not?
I think New York's had enough with 2 Jets.
wow.
Just saying.
Wow.
Just saying.
Wow, too soon. Too soon.
I just thought about that. I'm like, somebody didn't think that through. Oh no.
They have 2 teams. It's the Jets. Who's the other team?
What? What do you mean?
You said there's 2 teams.
Oh, ha ha! I'm dumb. Leave me alone.
Well, go ahead. Who's the other team?
Well, okay, the way you worded it, you said the New York Jets NFL. That made me think that there's an NHL team.
Not. I'm confused. You got me clear fucked up.
I thought the Jets for NHL was still New York. Because the way you worded that.
No, there's Jets in the NHL.
Yeah, I see that. The Winnipeg Jets.
That's why I said NFL Jets. Because I didn't want them to think I was talking about the NHL Jets.
Okay, well, anyways.
There's New York Rangers. Alex, you got me fucked up.
Just go.
Just goes. Oh, Alex. You're funny. I got you embarrassed now, don't I?
No, not really.
Oh. Where is a Winnipeg? Is that fucking Canada?
That's Canada. Yeah, that's Canada.
Yeah, so you were way off.
Shut up.
Good try though.
Shut up.
And here's your joke. You're right.
I told you.
I was gonna play.
I told you you'd use it.
Yeah, because your joke went down the drain.
Yep.
Yup.
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 Listen, I don't even know how to predict these games this tonight because I'm just.
Yeah, that's where I was about to go here.
Cause I haven't been watching any of them, so honestly, my predictions are just way off.
Another news as well. OV is fastly approaching Wayne Gretzky's goal scoring record. I think he needs like I don't even know. I can't even remember. But very soon.
Oh boy.
Is that a or is it a?
I mean, I think it's a good thing. I mean,
it's an impressive thing.
As much as I don't like the Capitals.
Yeah, that's still an impressive.
And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates. First match I have is Golden Knights at Maple Leafs.
I'm going with the best record. Yeah, I'm going Golden Knights. I'm going with the best record today. I'm just saying. Cause I have no idea.
Is that who you're going with, Ethan?
Yeah, I said Golden Knights.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Hurricanes at Flyers.
Hurricanes.
You know what? I'll go with the underdog there. I'll go with the Flyers.
Ooh.
It's okay. Like I said, I'm going for the best record. I don't give a fuck. I have no idea. I've been completely lost this year.
Sharks at Stars.
That's obviously the Stars, ain't it? Because Sharks are. Yeah. I'm going with the Stars. The only Dallas team with a winning record.
Stars.
Predators at Krakens.
Oh, two of the worst teams. I'll go Kraken with that one.
Yeah, I'll go Kraken. They got the best record. So I'm telling you, I'm going straight for their best record. I already got my next pick, too.
And then Sabres at Kings.
Sabres at Kings. I'm going to go with the Kings.
Yep, same.
All right, well. All right, I guess we'll go ahead and move on to Beyond the Bell.
Oh.
I was waiting for it. So I figure I'll start this off. The next couple weeks, we will not be doing the preview. Like, we're not going to do the SmackDown preview or the Raw previews.
Hey, and you know what? I like that.
There's a reason.
Here's the reason. And I just want to clap beforehand. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this.
They are, according to what I've read, they are pre-taping, at least for Raw. I'm not saying we couldn't do it for SmackDown, but I figure you might as well just not do it for SmackDown either. But they are pre-recording the next couple weeks of Raw so that come Christmas time, they don't have to film anything. The wrestlers can just go home and...
Well, that's very nice of.
So, they are pre-recording the next couple, so I figure, just as a precaution, we're just not going to do any previews, so that nobody sees any spoilers. I've done a damn good job of not seeing any spoilers, so...
Unfortunately, Megan hasn't, but, I mean, we can talk about that one now.
I was going to say, I did see that apparently Rhea Ripley's return had been leaked, but I didn't know about that. I didn't know anything about that, so...
That's the one, Megan.
I figured that was going to be the one that... But I had no idea, so...
That return was the most wildest, weirdest thing. I got turned on in the weirdest way. She comes out and just says, headbutts her. I'm like... It just left me in shock, and I don't know, it was just the weirdest thing ever. I was like, what just happened?
I don't know whether to be scared or turned on.
That's what I was saying. Here she is marching down like it was the longest fucking entrance. She's just walking down and she's got this face mask on, climbs into the ring, and all she says is, and then headbutts Liv. I'm like,
Holy
what the
shit!
fuck just happened?
That is so funny.
The whole walkout was like, oh, she's almost to the ring now. Oh, she finally got to the ring. Oh, she's climbing into the ring. And 2 words was said.
And then pandemonium.
Smacking that. And again, she had that face mask on, so it's just... I don't know. It's the weirdest shit I've ever seen, but I loved every second. That's what I said. I didn't know whether to be turned on or scared. So,
oh my god!
I was definitely. I mean, if
my
Liv's
God.
in the ring, I'm already turned on. That's just how that goes.
Jesus.
And I just realized that there's gonna be a potential three hotties in one ring. Okay, but Zelina's in that, right? I think Zelina's in it.
I don't know, I guess.
No, it's Tiffany. Tiffany Liv's going to be in the War Games. Obviously, they're on the same team. But as long as Rhea Ripley's outfit looks good, there'll be 3 hotties in one ring. Let's go. WWE, you're doing something right.
Oh my god. Giving the people what they want, apparently. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and talk about last week's SmackDown.
Oh, Evan has to say something about that.
Oh, okay. What you gotta say, Evan?
That's not Evan, that's Grayson.
Grayson! Where's Evan?
Watching Miss Rachel.
Oh. Alright, anyways. First match on SmackDown was B-Fab versus Bayley versus Candice LeRae. With Bayley taking the win on that one.
Hey, any fan of a San Francisco, I'm a fan of, unless you're Diddy or Dr. Disrespect.
Next match was LA Knight versus Berto. Whoever the fuck half these people are.
Berto's one of Escobar's crew.
Oh, I think I do remember that. I remember hearing them talk, and I was like, the fuck kind of...
Yeah, the weirdo-looking dude.
Weirdo.
Dude looks
Well,
he
it
looks like a weirdo.
It doesn't matter who he is, because he lost, so...
Yeah.
Motor City Machine Guns versus Street Profits. Only the Street Profits won by a DQ. Haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, who didn't DIY guy come out? Somebody came out, I thought.
Yeah, it was Tommaso.
Yeah, that's what his name is. I couldn't think of
Was
this
it
big bald headed guy.
Triple H or Shawn Michaels?
That's the Triple H.
Oh, okay. you have to say their names like that, and then I know who you're talking about. And then Nia Jax versus Naomi, which didn't end.
Well,
Yeah, it ended exactly like I thought it was going to end.
I don't know. Naomi's doing her thing. I'm proud of her, but it's still just weird. Naomi just weird. Like in a good way.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Weird in a good way.
I know what you mean.
When she speaks, she's loud and proud. You know.
You're right. No, that's a good way to describe it. And then I guess 2 nights ago on Raw, first match was Rey Mysterio and Zelina Vega versus Chad Gable and Ivy Nile. Which Zelina and Mysterio won.
Yeah, cause fuck Ivy Nile, dude.
Next match, which Intercontinental Championship, Sheamus versus Braun Breaker, ended in a no contest though.
Why is that?
I don't know.
There was another interference.
Oh.
What's his name? I think it was Ludwig, wasn't it?
Oh,
I think Ludwig's the one.
it probably was.
I had to think of his name for a second.
Well,
Look, listen.
Sheamus didn't lose it though, so
I got something I gotta say about the whole Imperial. Like, I like Gunter and all that, but like this year, in fucking Ludwig coming out all the time, that shit's kind of getting annoying, bro. Someone just needs to fucking clean his clock. I think they need to give him a break or something, because he's been disrupting so many matches. It's just like. It's getting kind of, like, come on, dude.
He's overstaying it now.
Yeah, exactly. He's over. I don't know. They need to go. Like,
well,
I don't want to see another triple threat for a fucking Intercontinental. I want to see a triple threat for the fucking for a big title. Like, don't get me wrong, a title's a title. Don't get me wrong, but like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Next match. War Raiders versus Dominic Mysterio and Carlito. That ended about like I thought it was going to.
Yeah, who would have thought, right?
I know. And then Seth Rollins.
We gotta say who wins, because Spotify don't know.
Oh, War Raiders won that one. Shocker.
Like, Jesus.
Shocker.
Yeah, put shocker on that. Fuck.
And then Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed.
Again. I see Rollins teaming up. I honestly do.
I could see it.
I honestly do. I guess we forgot last SmackDown that the guy or Roman tried to call Paul Heyman back.
Did you see Bronson Reed's tweet to Seth Rollins before this SmackDown? He posted a fucking picture of S.H.I.E.L.D. and then spelled out shit, but in the way that their entrance music was. So it was Sierra, Hotel, India, Tank. It was so fucking funny. I'm like, I don't like you, Bronson Reed. I said, that was funny.
That was good.
That was good.
Hey, that was good. That was good.
And then they announced that the women's, there was going to be a women's War Games, which is fantastic, I guess.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
I said the three women.
At least it's three
I
women
think
that
it's
are.
fantastic.
Well, I was gonna say at least it's three women that are tolerable. Like,
Well, it's like 6 really.
oh well.
Or 5v5 or whatever it is. I don't. All I care about is Liv and Tiffany. I mean, who
I
gives a
know.
fuck about the rest? Which I'm actually surprised that Liv and Nia Jax would be on the same team. But hey, you know what? I'm not gonna judge. Personally, I couldn't do it. Which I think Nia did say that. She's like, I don't like you, but I have to team up with you.
Yeah.
Because Bianca and Jade is on the other side. And I guess there's a rival going to happen there. But you still didn't say who won the Bronson Reed match. Which I'll go
Oh.
ahead and say it for everybody. Bronson Reed destroyed him.
Yeah, I saw he pinned him.
Because Solo Sequoia came out. Like I said, that's why I think Seth is lined up to maybe help the bloodline, even though he hates Roman. He hates Bronson too. So I don't know. We'll see.
He's got to pick who he hates more. All right, well.
I'm very depicted on. This is the first time that I actually can't predict if somebody's going to join a team or not. It's one of the first times it's like, because he called Paul Heyman, because I watched after the show clip, and it was Paul Heyman didn't pick up the phone, but if you remember, Solo Sequoia broke Paul Heyman's phone.
Oh yeah.
So now Paul Heyman gave Rock a different number. So maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Paul Heyman will come out as a wrestler now.
Oh my god. I'll die. I will absolutely die.
His one match and he beats the fuck out of them guys. I'd love that, dude. I would love that.
Well, that's all I had.
Yeah, because we can't do predictions right now or whatever that
The previews.
call it. Previews, because
I don't remember what dates they said they were going to start taping, like pre-taping, and I'm pretty sure they already started, so.
they did.
Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely not.
That's how the Rhea stuff got leaked, so.
Well, it's fine if it lets them have Christmas off, then whatever.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I think that's great.
I think it is
It's
too.
the greatest idea ever. So, and that's all we got. I want to get off here because I got some guns to get going to Black Ops 6 because Ranked dropped out. I don't have CDL news, but that's Call of Duty news. And don't update your game because it always breaks. Like, Jesus Christ. Maybe we can talk about that next week, is how bad Call of Duty is.
That would be alright.
It's not bad, it's great. It's just the way they run it for PC is bad.
Well,
I'm still having fun, though. But, with that being said...
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
that's right.
Spotify, YouTube, Twitch. We will see you next week. And again, Twitch, I'm gonna try to get this shit done. Started at 6 o'clock. Just to have a time set. I didn't do a bet, YouTube or Twitch last week. I didn't do a bet last week because I just said fuck it, you know. I'm debating on this week. So yeah, it won't be posted. My bet won't be posted. But yeah, if you want to bet on the games, just listen to what I said because I feel good about my picks, except for the Panthers. Don't bet on the Panthers. Do not bet on the Panthers. I just want the Panthers to win because I think it'd be hilarious.
It would be funny. I do agree.
But yeah, with that being said, Spotify. Hope to see you guys on my Twitch or my YouTube at some point.
Thank you all for listening. Me and Ethan are signing off and maybe playing some Call of Duty. So, peace out. Love you guys. And see you next week.